Hi, today I'm going to talk about your Stress Less box and really what that is and how you can utilize it and how it's important to know what it is and what to do with it. So, what is a Stress Less box? This is something, it can be a tangible box, it can be an actual box that you have at home that you fill with things that help de-stress you, or it can be as simple as just something in the back of your mind, something that you know, this helps me de-stress. Now, stress is a good thing and it's a bad thing, and mostly people talk about the bad parts about stress, and that's okay. We're aware of it. We know it's a problem. We know it can cause some serious health problems, but it's important to not be scared of your stress, to know that it's there and be cool. So your Stress Less box, for me personally, there's a lot of things in there that I can't actually put in a box. One being outside, being in nature really helps me de-stress. Hiking helps me de-stress. And so that's a huge part, and I know that about myself. So when I get really stressed and the weather's nice, it's time to go out. But other things you can put in your Stress Less box, this is something that, we got to think about our senses. Our 5 senses are huge. They do so much for us and they're a big deal. So honestly, the best way to do it is find something for each sense that cues each sense. Some of them can cue multiple senses, but the important thing is that that, when I smell this, I feel better. When I eat this, I feel better. Seeing this helps me, So personally for me, sight one, like I said, nature is really helpful. Also pictures of puppies or weird cat videos, things like that, I know help me. They make me feel better. They make me feel more at ease and less stressed. Also, as far as sights goes, being in nature is a big one. And so that's really important. So find something that you can see that makes you feel better, whether it be just a picture of you and your family or something bigger than that. As far as, smell, I love coffee. Coffee's a big deal to me. This also goes in with taste. So I know when I'm really stressed and I need some extra pick-me-up, my coffee's got my back. I got that smell, I feel better. I also love the smell of cinnamon. That's really helpful for me. And just really anything you can find that you're like, I smell this smells good, this makes me happy. So that's another thing to put in your box. Hearing, that's a big one. For me, it's music. Get yourself a jams list. A jams list is so important. It's wonderful. Okay, for me, my jams list is super long. It's got a lot of pump-up jams. It makes me feel good. It makes me feel happy. It makes me feel like everything's gonna be okay. I'm gonna get everything done and be productive. Just fill a list of songs for yourself that'll make you feel good, make you feel productive, and get stuff done. Other than that, really, taste, find those things that, taste good. I wouldn't recommend doing just like foods that make you feel good, because you might get into this stuck where it's like you only feel good when you eat, chocolate covered donuts, and that's not very healthy for you or good for you. So I would just focus on little things. Like, I know for me, just like minty gum makes me feel good, makes me feel fresh. Just small things like that. Chocolate milk is great. And yeah, just know what helps you. The biggest thing I would like to say today is that you need to find a place that you can gain perspective on life, and do it by yourself. It's really important. We don't think about this because most people go, well, being by yourself is not really like cool. Like, why would you go do something like that by yourself? Weren't you lonely? But it's so important. It's so important to be able to go out and do things by yourself, to be able to gain perspective on your life, think about yourself, have your own personal thoughts, and just sit and think, really. It's important because we don't really think about what we know. We don't really think about what we believe very often. But when you're in a place where you can just take a step back and look at your perspective on things, you'd be amazed with what you think and who you are. So as far as gaining perspective, I would find a place that you can get up high. I mean, being outside is a great place to gain perspective. I know that's where I gain most of my perspective. But also you can find it in the littlest things. Maybe you can just gain perspective by going to the grocery store by yourself. Maybe you don't really do that. I know my roommate doesn't very often, but maybe it's just, you know, going and sitting down and reading a book by yourself, or doing something by yourself, and or just like putting your music in and, you know, hanging out. For me, this is where I gain my most perspective. Places up high, places great. I love my university. I love where I am, and I couldn't be at a more beautiful area right now. I'm so thankful for everything that I have, and I truly think that getting in a place like this changes the way you look at the world. So, thanks.